good today. It's an exciting day. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of SoTellUs Time. We're so excited that you guys could be with us today. It is a good day. It's going to be a good week. Why is it going to be a good week, Troy?
Because we have a couple of days off this week.
Yeah. We all love days off. It's the best. We got Thanksgiving coming up, right? I love Thanksgiving. Do you like Thanksgiving, Troy?
Absolutely.
Thanksgiving is the best. Why? Not only do we get time off, which is awesome, but we get to think about all the things that we're thankful for, right?
Absolutely.
Usually around a lot of tables, people might go around and say the things or the people that they're grateful for, right? It gets us kind of in another mindset, I feel like. It's delicious food that we don't have often. I was laughing about that the other day. I was like, we went out to dinner. It was my anniversary, 16 years. Thank you. Super awesome, right? And yes, thank you. Super awesome. 16 years of marriage. Love my wife, love my kids. So Chelsea and we go out to dinner the other day, and on the menu was like turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy. And I was like, who gets turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy when they go out to dinner? Like, I literally think I eat that once a year.
Yeah. It's really... Other than like turkey sandwiches, like,
oh yeah,
there is no turkey.
But really, I love turkey sandwiches that come like Thanksgiving night, right? When it's like, so for lunch, usually a lot of people do Thanksgiving dinner is actually around 1:00, at least around here, most people I know. And then at dinner time, it's like you take the yummy rolls and you put the turkey on it and salt and pepper and cheese if you like it and mustard if you like it, warm it up. I like to put mine in the microwave and get it nice and warm. It's good. So I love that. But it's funny because I think it's the weirdest thing when I see that people have like turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy on their restaurant menu.
Yeah.
It just seems weird to me.
You can only eat that once a year. It's
once
only
a year.
allowed.
That's true. Gobble, gobble. Once a year. All right. Well, yes, many, many reasons this week to be excited, to feel good, to be positive, and to be happy. So that's kind of what we want to do with this week's podcast, right?
Yes.
We have done something, or I should say we have joined something that has made a difference in our lives already. It's been amazing. Super enjoying it, and it's making a change for us. So we wanted to invite you all to do this. This is called #GiveThanks. Now, what do I mean about #GiveThanks? Well, I think you can kind of put two and two together, right? But it's definitely going to involve social media, and it's definitely going to involve talking about the things that we're grateful for. So tis the season to give thanks, and we have the perfect challenge this week, #GiveThanks. Troy, let's jump into the challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's really kind of interesting. And it's, just speaking numbers wise, I love numbers. I've been watching this hashtag over the last couple of days, and it just jumps by hundreds of thousands every single day, just on Instagram alone. I don't know what it is on the other social media sites, but Instagram alone, it's jumping by hundreds of thousands of posts. So people are doing this. So
let me jump in real quick. If you're thinking, well, guys, this isn't business related. What the heck? What are we talking about? Yeah, we get it. No, stick around. Stay tuned. Don't jump off this podcast, because guess what? #GiveThanks is going to change your business. I promise. Keep going, Troy.
By the end of this, you're going to give thanks for the podcast. All right. So basically, here's what the challenge is. The challenge that was presented to us and that we accepted was the Give Thanks Challenge. And we've been doing it for the past 3 days. And it's been a game changer for us. So what the challenge is that you're being challenged to post one thing a day on your social media accounts that you are grateful for. And then you put #GiveThanks.
Yep.
So it can be business related, it can be personal, whatever it is. But for 7 days straight, you're going to take time out of your day and you're going to write a post about something that you are grateful for in your life and post that out on social media.
And the challenge was 7 days. But honestly, after seeing this, I'm going to hope hope that it continues going. I'm going to hope that it goes for the rest of this year, because 2020 has freaking sucked. I'm so sick of it. Like, I'm not even talking about like financially or necessarily business growth wise or anything like that. Just in general, I think we all agree 2020 has just been, right? Yeah. It's been a bummer. Like, it's really disappointed and let us down. It started with a pandemic, and then it's like right from the pandemic, there was like killer hornets or something that they released to try to like scare us all, and it was going to kill the bee population, but then the bees actually killed them. Suckers! So, and then from there, it rolled right into political crap. So it sucks. So what's been so amazing about this is the results that have been happening from this. Do you want to talk about the results?
Yeah, absolutely. So by the way, I think my hashtag on January 1st is going to be hashtag GiveThanks 2020's dead.
Yeah,
so
2020.
If you want to join that one too. But here's the results. Here's what we've noticed in just 3 days. Personally for me, like my social media feed is just full of positive, uplifting messages instead of all the negative crap that I always see. And again, I'm a really positive person. Trevor's a really positive person. Yeah. We don't seek out the negative in our lives, but just being associated with tons of different people, other people are posting whatever, is important in their life at that moment. And it seems to be that the majority of it is negative.
Oh, it's so, and think about it. I mean, we are connected with our different social media sites. We are connected with tens of thousands of entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of who I'm connected with are entrepreneurs.
Right.
That's who I surround myself with. I like to surround myself with people who are like-minded and similar. And the crazy thing is, my posts, my feeds are still full of just negative and angry, hateful. It's been almost addicting.
Yeah.
Right? And I've gotten addicted to it, and I have been affected by it. And now I realized I was just putting out tons of crap. And I think that's what this whole, I don't know, that's a whole nother podcast of the psychology behind social media, right?
Right.
And how it does it. But
it's interesting you said that, because yesterday I was listening to a speaker and they were talking about gratitude. And one of the things they talked about was that the human brain is wired to focus on the negative.
Oh,
meaning that if you think about it, way back in the day, our ancestors, right? You had to focus on the negative things in your life, like, oh crap, there's a lion, it's going to eat me, right? Or oh crap, I have no food for today, I got to go find something.
Yeah.
So the brain was wired to be hyper focused on the negatives to survive.
Yeah.
And now, we don't have lions, hopefully, attacking us as we walk down the streets.
We found fire.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So, but there's still this wiring in the brain of like looking for the negative.
Yeah.
Because it gives us that little boost of like, oh, rush. Right?
Yeah, it's like an energy. It's almost like an adrenaline.
Yes.
Like we get on board, and you've all seen it. Social media. Somebody posts something, it becomes controversial. Everybody starts sharing it. Everybody starts commenting, and it just turns into a big online mob.
Yeah, my wife was telling me about it was the dumbest thing ever. It was somebody who posted, hey, I do this kind of handyman work, and if anyone needs a water heater replaced, let me know. And one guy jumped on and said, well, it doesn't look like the person said, like, I'm not licensed and bonded, but I can do this work or whatever. And this guy jumps on and he's like, oh, you could kill people if you're not licensed and bonded, blah, blah. So this one guy bashes him. Then, no lie, 100 people posted and bashed that guy for bashing the first guy. 100 people took time out of their day to bash him, you know? So it's like just negative. So
everybody thinks their opinion online matters.
Yes. So the whole point of this is like, once we took this challenge on and the people around us took this challenge on, everything changed. It's all been positive, uplifting messages instead of the negative things.
It's crazy. And you want to know something cool about this is, in my feed, I am now seeing more people's posts than normal. So if you guys understand anything about the algorithm of social media, and Facebook and Twitter are the worst with this, it's super annoying. If I have 10,000 friends, that's because I want to see these 10,000 people's posts, okay? Right. But Facebook and Twitter and all these guys, they decide that, well, we're only going to show you what we think you want to see. they need to take it back. They need to take it back to the way it used to be. If I was friends with 5 people, I saw 5 people's things. But now with the algorithm, I may only see 2 people's posts because they think, well, you might not want to see these 3, or they're using it so that you don't see these other people's posts. So when it's been political crap and negative crap and all this stuff, what's funny is I noticed I was only seeing a few of my friends' posts.
Yeah.
But since doing the hashtag GiveThanks challenge, I am literally seeing hundreds of people's posts. And I've noticed that it keeps growing. And I'm seeing people that their posts, I haven't seen their posts in years.
Yeah.
And I forgot I was even friends with them.
Right? Exactly. So
we're beating the algorithm, people.
There you go. The other thing I've noticed is that, I've really reflected on what matters most in life.
Yeah.
By taking time every single day and thinking about, what am I grateful for today? It's helped me refocus on those things in my life and not the other things that really aren't that important, because you're not going to see me write a post about, I am so thankful for political news in my Facebook feed or whatever it might be, right? So I'm ignoring those things. I'm focusing on what's the most important. The other thing is, like you said, I've been able to reconnect with people that matter in my life.
Yeah.
That I hadn't seen their posts or I hadn't connected with them because I posted something about my family. They jumped on and said, oh my gosh, we love your family. And next thing you know, I'm having meaningful conversations.
Right.
With them, with people I haven't connected with in a long time.
It's super cool.
And the other thing too that I loved about it is, and I've watched it with my kids are doing it too, like, it's funny how we'll say things on social media that we wouldn't say to their face.
Yeah.
Not in a negative way,
Yeah.
but in a positive way.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, my kids are like saying stuff about their siblings, and I'm like, you would never say that to their face.
Totally.
As far as like how much you love them or appreciate them.
For instance, it was just our anniversary. So I posted this nice, really post about my wife and our life that we've created. Now I have a really good example. Troy and I have always had an amazing example for a father who loves our mother unconditionally. It's amazing. I don't know how he does it. She says, hey, Ron, will you do this for me? And he's, of course, I'd love to. And he just jumps up and does it. And I'm like, that's so annoying. I wouldn't want to get up right now. I'm like, he's about to take a bite of ice cream and then he's like, gotta go and, do something for her. And he's so good about it though. It's been amazing. Yeah. And so I do try to...
And she does the same thing for him.
Yes, vice versa.
It's amazing.
Our mother is a saint. If you haven't met our mother, then, sucks to be you, because she's awesome. But the point of it is that we've had a good example, and so I do try to use my words and be verbal with my wife and everything, but I noticed that I write something on social media, right? I write up this really nice thing and pictures and everything. And then instead of like verbalizing it to her, I just hand her the phone. And I'm like, hey, look what I just wrote about you. And I'm like, why don't I be sweet and romantic? And why don't I like say these things to her?
Yeah,
but
it's funny because yesterday, because I did the same thing. I wrote a post about my wife and how wonderful she is and how much I appreciate her for all that she does, right? And I posted it. And all these people were commenting on it. So then I experimented with it yesterday, and we were sitting there, and we were just the two of us, and we're kind of relaxing. And I like grabbed her hand, and I looked her in the right in the eyes, and I started to say what I had, basically the same thing that I had posted. And she's like looking away, like kind of embarrassed and like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, honey, look at me. I want to tell you how grateful I am.
It gets awkward a little bit, right?
Yeah, and it was kind of awkward, but it was a good moment. It was a good moment for her to hear it from my mouth. But again, if we can't do it from the mouth, then get the post out there, right?
Sure.
So it was just so funny. She's like,
I know, I said something that was funny too, because I said something to my wife yesterday. Something about how beautiful she was, and then I was like, hashtag give thanks, and she was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, what? I'm just living it. I'm not just posting it, I'm living it.
Yeah. And the other thing I wanted to talk about too is that, again, the speaker that I was listening to yesterday talking about giving thanks, they said that giving thanks is an action, right? It's not just... Basically what they said was, if you are thankful in your heart for somebody, but you don't act on that, if you don't tell them you're thankful, if you don't do something to show them you're thankful, you're not really thankful.
Yeah.
Right? Because gratitude is something that you're going to show to somebody. And so again, part of this challenge, my wife is amazing. She makes dinner every night for the whole family. And I had just posted about how much I loved her. So when I saw her in the kitchen making dinner, instead of just getting on my phone and looking through social media, I got up and I helped her make dinner.
Yeah.
Which I sometimes do, but not all the time.
Right.
And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. But again, it's because I was grateful for her that it spurred in my mind,
Right.
I'm going to show her how grateful I am.
Well, and think of it this way. So 2 scenarios. You wake up in the morning, you stub your toe, and what's the rest of your day like? You get super pissed and you're, cranky and
Yes.
whatever. Or you get up and you roll over and you give your wife or your husband a kiss and you tell them that you love them, and you go to the gym and you feel good about yourself. And how does your day go that way? And how do you treat other people? So the point of this is, obviously, I'm not saying, hey, you're not going to stub your toe. You can still get up and stub your toe, but it's the mindset that you're putting yourself in, okay? Because there's that third scenario where you get up, you stub your toe, and you just move on with life, right?
You're grateful you have a toe.
Yeah, to stub, right? Hallelujah. Break that little toe. But the point of it is that it will affect your whole life, including your business. And it has affected our business. It's, it's infectious, actually.
Yes.
That's the thing. So we come to work, and with our employees, we're in great moods, and first off, they're seeing the things we're posting. They're doing it as well and posting. And then we're interacting with each other, and we're happier, and everybody's laughing. Whereas just a week ago, there was politics being talked in the office, and we're like, hey guys, knock it off, this is getting out of control and we don't care about this enough, and let's get back to work and let's get focused. And it just wasn't, even though everybody in our office gets along really, really well, you could still just tell people were pulled apart.
Yeah.
And this week so far, everybody's been more together.
Yeah, you want to see your employees work hard?
Yeah.
Tell them what an amazing job they're doing.
Yeah.
Walk in their office and say, oh my gosh, thank you so much for taking care of that customer.
Totally.
You are so great.
Yep.
I'm so grateful for that. And guess what? The next phone call they're going to do is going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Well, and we learned that a long time ago, again, from Ron. He would talk to us about how if we wanted results, when have you ever said something negative to somebody and gotten the results that you wanted?
Yeah.
It's like being a parent, right?
Unless you want to get punched in the face, I guess.
Yeah. Or you lay into your kids, and do they like soften up and do better? No. Ron told me a long time ago, if you want to get results out of somebody, go and tell them what they're doing that you are so happy about.
Yeah.
And make them feel good about themselves, and they are going to try a little bit harder.
Yep.
I mean, I tell you what, it's like my son's on tackle football, and his coach, I was talking to him the other day, and we were destroying this team. And in fact, they're like 7-0 right now. They're kicking butt,
Nice.
destroying they're going to win the tournament and everything. So, but the coach of the other team started yelling and screaming at these kids. My son's 12. Yeah, 12. My son's 12. I got 5 of them. So don't
Don't judge.
Don't judge. I got. But 12-year-olds, right? The other team's coach starts yelling and swearing at the kids.
Oh, jeez.
And I turned to our coach and I said, I just don't understand that. I don't get it. And he goes, I agree. He's like, do you think by yelling and swearing at these kids and screaming at them, making them, that all of a sudden they're going to produce talent that they never had before? No, it doesn't work like that. Yelling and swearing at these kids is not going to give them some magical talent that they didn't have before.
Right.
All it's going to do is beat them down and make them feel worse. So they're probably going to perform worse.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So the homework this week, we would like you to take the Give Thanks Challenge.
Do it.
And start today. So we want you to do this in your personal life.
Yep.
Do it with your family, do it with your friends.
Business.
Get it out there. And then we want you to do it in your business.
Absolutely.
Give thanks every single day. Make someone in your office feel special, right? Give thanks for what they do. Your spouse for what she does with you, or the fact that she takes care of, or he takes care of everything that you need while you're at work.
All
so
right.
just give thanks and watch how your week changes.
Absolutely. If you have employees, take each employee, one employee a day, snap a picture of them, right? Tell them what you're doing. Hey, today I am giving thanks for you. And so you'd snap a picture of them, post it on social media, tell the world what it is that you are thankful for about them, and then do the hashtag GiveThanks. That's GiveThanks, okay? Guys, this is going to change your business. It's going to change your life. It's going to make the end of 2020 not suck. It's been amazing. I really have enjoyed the last about 3 or 4 days of social media. And I'm saying, listen, not 7 days. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going till 2021. You know, and if the beginning of 2021 sucks too, then we're going to keep it going through that because we're going to spread this across the world. The other thing is, ask your friends to take this challenge.
Yes.
Ask your employees to join the challenge. Get the community around you joining this challenge, which then will challenge them to get the community around them and around them and around them. And then all of a sudden, you know, the government and the social media guys and all the people behind the powers pulling the strings that are trying to get us to fight and be pissed at each other and do all this stuff, they won't have the control anymore. And we'll be living a happier life.
Yep.
So get on board. Hashtag GiveThanks. Get it done, guys. Anything else, Troy?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay, we love you. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Don't burn your turkeys. Make sure they're juicy. You know, get that side of like stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy. Hey, if you've got something that you guys do for Thanksgiving that we aren't talking about, maybe that is unique to you, let us know.
Yes.
That would be super sweet. I mean, I heard one, you guys were talking about that sometimes, depending on where you end up, it's carne asada instead of turkey, right?
Yeah, I was just talking to someone the other day. They do Mexican Thanksgiving, which is all, Mexican food.
That's awesome.
So let us know what you do.
Tell us all about it, guys. Promote us. Get us out there. We love you. We'll talk to you later.